Hey guys, it's me, Jet Setting on a Budget. So today I want to talk about how to get a US passport. I get a lot of questions from people about how to apply for it, where do I apply, how much is it? So today I'm going to break it down quick and simple in this video. Feel free to pass this on, ask any questions that you have, and don't forget to subscribe to my page. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Jet Setting on a Budget. All right, so let's break it down. One of the first questions that I always get is how much is a US passport? So let's talk about it. So, a US passport for the book, and that's book where you get stamped in every city you go to, is $110. I recommend definitely get the book, get the stamp. You really do not need the card at all, although you can get the card, but the book is $110. Plus, there's a $35 execution fee at the passport facility. So, total $145 for that. If you want the card and the book, it's $140. And to expedite it, so you can get it in the mail quicker, you got somewhere to go, you want to be on your way, it's an additional $60. So definitely, if this is your first time getting a passport, give yourself enough time so you don't even have to pay that $60. Now, how long does it take to get your passport? Standard mail, nothing additional, takes 4 to 6 weeks. If you need it expedited, it's 2 to 3 weeks. And then if you're going to go down to the agency because you have a trip really quick and in a hurry, they can get it to you within 8 days. Now, just know if you go to the agency, you actually have to provide proof of your travel. So, a travel itinerary, round trip ticket, and then you're going to have to pay all those fees at the passport agency. And then if you need it, let's say more expedited, like 1 to 2 days, is an additional $16.48. So I'll leave the link down to the passport website so you can go check out all of the fees. You can calculate yourself. And just know how much you need to take with you when you go. Now, if you have a child that's under the age of 16, so 16 and under, they consider a minor, the fees for them are less. So it's actually $80 for the book, and then 95 if you want the book and the card. So I definitely just get the book, and then they also have that $35 execution fee as well. Now, the difference between an adult passport book and the children passport book is how many years it lasts. So for an adult 17 and up, the passport actually lasts for 10 years. But if you're 16 or younger, which they consider a minor, the passport is only good for 5 years. So after 5 years, your child will have to go and renew it again. So if you're not a first timer and you're simply renewing your passport, the fees are actually the same, $110 to renew and $35 execution fee. Now, the difference with renewing versus first time, you can actually renew by mail. So you do not have to go to a passport agency. You can actually send in your old passport, fill out the form, make the payment, and send it in. Versus if you're a first timer, you do have to go and apply in person. Okay, so let's talk about what do you need to apply. First and foremost, you have to fill out the form. Fill out the passport form, your name, your address, I think there's a social security number on there. I don't know, but fill out the form. After that, you need proof of your citizenship. So, birth certificate. If you don't have it, you can go down to, I believe it's the county where you were born, and get a copy of your birth certificate. You also need an ID. So, a copy of some type of ID that shows your picture and your name on it as well. Then you need pictures, a 2x2 picture. So definitely I recommend go to like Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, some type of store, or even take it yourself, not a selfie, but have someone else take it for you. Make sure you go and have it done before, because otherwise if you get to the passport agency, they actually charge you an additional fee to take the picture for you. When you take your picture, you don't want to be all ah, glamour shots. No, just be simple. Stand there. That's really how my passport picture looks. I'm just standing there, not smiling, blank face, natural face, just the way you are. Um, I'll also put the link down below for an acceptable passport picture. Once you have the form, you found your citizenship, your ID, you have your photos, then you can go down to the passport facility and submit all of your information. Some places are usually busier than others, so I recommend actually getting there earlier. You can also make an appointment if you need to go down to the passport agency yourself. Now, here's a tip, because a lot of people say they pay, $300 to get their passport, over $200 to get their passport. There are third-party places that charges you a fee on top of the passport fee. Don't do it. Just look at the list of acceptable passport facilities and go down there and get the passport yourself. Because all they're going to do is take your information, they're going to mail it in, and then give it back to you. Skip all that, skip the extra fee, and go down there and do it yourself. So it's definitely easy to get a passport as long as you have all the right things that you need. Now let's talk about, I want to touch on going back because I get questions about people traveling with their children. So there is some differences. If you have a child, you definitely, of course, need to have the form filled out. You need their birth certificate. Both parents actually have to go down to the passport office to submit it. Otherwise, if one parent can't come, you have to get a statement of consent that they're allowing the child to get a passport. If you have full custody of the child, then you actually need court documents certified saying that you have sole custody of the child. Adoption papers, like whatever it is, you have to actually get it. If some people have a situation where they can't get in touch with one of the parents, there's actually a form you have to fill out stating that, you're the sole custody, the provider, you can't get in touch with the other parents. So you definitely have to fill out additional information if you're trying to get a passport for a minor. So pretty simple. That's how you get a passport. There's nothing, too extravagant about getting it. So definitely just make sure, check out where your passport facility is, make sure you have the money to pay, check cash or Visa at the time of the payment, make sure you have that passport photo, and then come down there with all of your documents. Again, proof of citizenship. Birth certificate is the easiest. Make sure you bring your ID with you, and then you are good to go. If you're renewing, make sure you bring your old passport booklet, and the form, so they have everything else on file. Simple, easy. Again, I'll leave the link down below. I'll actually, within this video, put more information to make it easier for you. So if you have any questions, definitely make sure you hit me up. And thank you so for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.